The equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining A 4, minus 5 and B minus 2, 3 is. So we need to find the equation. There have been 4 equations given in the question. We have to check which equation is the correct equation. So first of all, what is a perpendicular bisector? If AB is my line, then the perpendicular bisector is the line which is perpendicular to the line AB, and it also cuts the AB correctly at its midpoint. So this point is the midpoint. Since it is called as the bisector, it means this line is cutting it into 2 equal sectors. That means bisector, so equal halves. So if this point is P, then my AP will be equal to PB, and this point must lie on the equation of the perpendicular bisector. So first we need to find the point P. We have AB, so midpoint of AB can be found using the formula x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, where x1 and y1, this is x1, this is y1, and B's coordinate is x2 and y2. So we just need to add. So 4 minus 2 by 2, 5 plus 3 by 2. So this comes to 2 by 2, 8 by 2. So this comes as 1, 4. So my midpoint is 1, 4, and now they have given 4 equations. So we need to check in which equation does this point lie. So it means what? When we substitute this point's value, this is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate. When we substitute instead of x and y this value, we should get the equation as 0. So the first one given is 2x minus y plus 7 is equal to 0. So instead of x I am going to put 1, instead of y I am going to put 4. So 2 into 1 minus 4 plus 7, which is equal to 2 minus 4 plus 7, which comes as 5, which is not equal to 0. So it means my first equation is not the perpendicular bisector of AB. Similarly, we'll go to the next one. So B is 3x plus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0. So 3 into 1, 3, plus 2 into 4 is 8, minus 7. Automatically we can see this is also not equal to 0. Then we go to the third one. 3x minus y minus 7 is equal to 3 into 1 is 3, minus 4 minus 7. Here again it is not equal to 0 because we have a greater negative value. So the last one we will substitute and see. So here 3x plus y minus 7 is equal to 3 into 1 is 3 plus of 4. So 7 minus 7, this comes to 0. It means my option D is the correct answer. In the given figure, D is the midpoint of BC, then the value of cot y by cot x is. So first, what is cot y is coming in the triangle ACB, and cot x is coming in the triangle x angle is ACD. So in triangle ACD, cot x is what? Cot x is AC by DC, that is the adjacent side by opposite side. So adjacent side, that means the side next to the angle is AC. So AC by DC, DC. And then when we take cot y, it is from in the triangle ABC. So again adjacent by opposite gives AC is the adjacent side, and the total angle is total opposite is BC. So by BC, but here we can write it in terms of DC. As we have x in terms of DC, we can also write BC in terms of DC because BD is equal to DC since both are equal. So as a result, we can write this as AC by twice of DC. Therefore, cot of y divided by cot x can be written as AC by twice of DC. Again, when I type divided by cot, instead of that I can write them reciprocal of the cot. So it will be DC by AC. So when I cut DC, DC, AC, AC, I get the answer as 1 by 2. So my option B is going to be the correct answer. So the smallest number by which 1 by 13 should be multiplied so that its decimal expansion terminates after 2 decimals is. If I need a number whose decimal expansion terminates after 2 decimal, it means that in my denominator there should be 2 zeros, and so 100 should be there in the denominator, so that my numerator, whatever the number is, that will terminate after 2 decimals. Now here x, any number divided by 100 will make it terminate after 2 decimals. Now here I have 1 by 13 as the number, and if I put 100 but it has to terminate, means we know that in the denominator for a terminating decimal, the denominator will always be in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m, where these two are the only possible numbers in the denominator, that is the 5 and the 2. Those two prime numbers are the only ones allowed in the denominator to get a terminating decimal. But here I have a 13. So if I have a 13 over here, then it means that I need to multiply it with 13 so that I can cut this 13 out, and it will be just a 100 remaining in the denominator, no 13 remaining. So as a result, if I see, then for 1 by 13 to become a terminating decimal with a denominator of 100, I need to multiply it with 13 by 100. So if 13 by 100 is the number, then it means my option A is the correct one. So sides AB and BE of a right triangle, right angled at B, are of lengths 16 cm and 8 cm respectively. The length of the side of the largest square FDGB, which can be inscribed in the triangle AB, is. So first we need to find this length. Let us keep this length as x. Now when we see this x, we need to find this all the sides of the square, and all will be equal to x. So here also it is x. Now when we see it is triangles, so we can find similarity and then try to find. We will take since the two sides of the bigger triangle is given, this will be one triangle, and since this base is x, we can take this triangle as the other one. So triangle AFD and triangle ABC BE we will take. Now angle B is equal to angle B, so it means 90 degree, and angle A is equal to angle A, which is the common angle. So as a result, triangle AFD is similar to triangle, instead of A we have F, because F is also 90 degree, which is equal to angle F. So as a result, AFD means ABE, that's the similar sides. So as a result, I will now include the sides which are given to us. So if I take AB, so AB, if I take, what is the corresponding AF? So AF, here AB means first and second, so first and second, AF by AB is equal to BE we know, so we will take for BE, so it means what will come? FD will come. So FD, if I take FD by second and third, so second and third is BE. Now AF by AB, now what is AF? We know the total length is 16 and this is x, so AF will be 16 minus x divided by, here AB is how much? AB is 16. Similarly, this will be how much? FD will be, FD is now x divided by what is BE? BE we know as 8. So 16 minus x is equal to x by 8. So what we will do now, I'll just rub this out for showing it to you. So when I take 16 minus x by 16 is equal to x by 8. If I take 16 to this side, it will become as 2. So it will come as, because 1, 2, 8 ones are 8 and 8 twos are 16. Cancelling 8 on both sides. So 16 minus x is equal to 2x. So it comes as, when x goes to that side, it comes as 3x is equal to 16. So x will be equal to 16 by 3 centimeter. So which means my option B is the correct answer. Point P divides the line segment joining -1, 3 and S9, 8 in the ratio of k:1. If P lies on the line x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0, then find the value of k. So we have a point P dividing the line segment R and S, where R is -1, 3 and S is 9, 8 in the ratio of K is to 1. So here my M1 is K and M2 is 1. So the coordinates of P using the section formula will be M1 into this plus M2 into this by 2. So M1. So 9 into K minus of 1 divided by K plus 1 comma 8 into K plus of 3 divided by K plus 1. So here we cannot go further from this, but we have our another clue saying that P lies on the line x minus y plus 2 is 0. So it means we can substitute the value here and we'll get the value as 0. So 9k minus 1 by k plus 1, because this is the x, minus of y is 8k plus 3 divided by k plus 1, plus of 2 is equal to 0. So when I take the LCM, 9k minus 1 minus of 8k plus 3, this k plus 1 both are common, so we haven't multiplied with anything. This will be multiplied only with the 2. So plus 2 of k plus 1 is equal to, whole denominator we have a k minus 1. I'll take that to the right hand side, so it becomes 0. So it becomes 9k minus 1 minus 8k, and minus is there outside the bracket, so change both the signs. So minus k minus 3 plus of 2k plus 2 is equal to 0. Like terms is 9k minus 8k plus 2k. So 11k minus 8k means 3k, minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4 plus 2 means minus 2 is equal to 0. So 3k minus 2 is equal to 0 means 3k is equal to 2. So k is equal to 2 by 3. So which means my option A is the correct answer. In the figure, ABCD is a square of side 14 cm with E, F, G and H as the midpoints of the side AB, BC, CD and DE respectively. The area of the shaded portion. So here this is the shaded portion we have. We can see that if we join FH, then this is one semicircle. We have two quadrants over here, so it's like we are adding these two quadrants to make a semicircle, because if it's just interchange, it will be like a single semicircle over here also. So first we will see what is this area. This area we know that E is the midpoint, so it and FH is also the midpoint. So this distance is 7. It means the circle will have a radius of half of the side of the square. So to the total side is 14, so it means half of that means 7. So when I take the semicircle, area of the semicircle HEF, I will have it as pi by 2 into r square. So here my radius is 7, so this becomes pi by 2 into 7 into 7. So this is the area of the semicircle. Now if I take, this is again a semicircle, but I don't need this area, I need the balance area in this rectangle FCDH. So when I take this area, that means the area of the shape formed by H, F and G, it is nothing but, if I take the total rectangle, so area of the rectangle FCDH minus of these two make a semicircle. So area of the semicircle made inside that. So this is again nothing but area of the rectangle, means this height is 7 and this total is 14 as they have already given. So 14 into 7 minus of this, again is a semicircle of radius 7. So it means if you forget, then we can write it as the quadrant also. So pi by 4 into pi r square is 7. Again another, this is one quadrant, this is one quadrant. So 4 divided by 4 of 7 square. This will give nothing but the semicircle. So 14 by 7 minus, when we take the LCM, it will come as pi by 2 into 7 square. So therefore the total area will be this. So pi by 2 into 7 square plus of 14 into 7 minus of pi by 2 into 7 square. We can see that these two get cancelled. So 14 into 7 is 98. So 98 centimeter square, which means my option C is the correct answer. Given below is the picture of the Olympic rings. made by taking 5 congruent circles of radius 1 centimeter each, intersecting in such a way that the chord formed by joining the point of intersection of the two circles. So here if the point of intersection is A and B and they have joined AB, then the chord formed by joining the point of intersection of the two circles is also of 1 centimeter. So it means this radius is also 1 centimeter, this radius is also 1 centimeter, and the chord is also 1 centimeter. Now, total area of the dotted regions, assuming that the thickness of the rings to be negligible, is. So we need to find all these shaded areas. Now here we will take one circle at a time, and we can see that this forms that there is a portion like a teardrop, or there is this portion which we can see that in the circle we can draw like this is my circle and here is my AB. I am forgetting about the other side of the AB. First I will be taking this portion of AB. So this is the first dotted region which I am considering, and similarly for this circle, this side is similar to that. For this circle, this side is similar, and for this circle, this side is similar. So everywhere you have the same circles. So there are how many intersections, how many different kinds of portions like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 similar regions are there. Now in these 8 similar regions I am going to find for 1 and I will multiply it with 8. So now if I take this first one, if this is the center, I know this radius is 1, this radius AB, OA is also 1, OB is also 1, they have given AB is also 1. So now AB and O is forming an equilateral triangle, and this OAB is a sector. So I need to find the area of the segment O minus segment AB. So now what is the area of the segment? It is nothing but the area of the sector minus of the area of the triangle OAB. Now what is this OAB triangle? We can see that all sides are equal. So OAB is an equilateral triangle. If it is an equilateral triangle, then all angles are equal and that will come to 60 degree. And when we talk about the sector also, this angle is 60 degrees. So when we take the area of the sector, it will be theta by 360 into pi r square minus of again the area of the triangle. So it's an equilateral triangle, and equilateral triangle's formula of area is 3 by 4 a square, where a is the side of the equilateral triangle. So this comes as, since it's an equilateral triangle, 60 by 360 into of pi minus r square is 1 square, so it will be 1 itself, by root 3 by 4. So when I cut 60 and 360, it comes as 1 by 6 pi minus of root 3 by 4. Now this is for the single one. Similar regions, we have 8 similar regions. Therefore total will be what? 8 into of pi by 6 minus root 3 by 4. It means my option D is going to be the correct answer. If 2 and half are the zeros of px square plus 5x plus r, then we have to find p and r. So here, if these are the zeros, it means if we substitute in this polynomial, the value should be equal to 0. So if we do take this as p of x is px square plus 5x plus r, then when we substitute 2, this should come as 2 into 2, 4p plus of 5 into 2, which is 10 plus r, which is equal to 0, which implies 4p plus r is equal to minus 10. Similarly, when we do p of 1/2, we get p by 4 plus of 5 by 2 plus r is equal to 0, which when we take the LCM, it comes to p plus 5 into 2 into 2, so that it can become 4. So p plus 10 plus 4r is equal to 0, because the LCM will go to the right hand side and it will become 0. So p plus of 4r is equal to minus 10. This is the first equation. This is the second equation. I am going to take the first equation and subtract it to the second equation which has been multiplied with 4 to eliminate p. So first equation is 4p plus r is minus 10. If I do the second equation into 4, it becomes 4p plus 16 r is equal to minus 40. And when we subtract, this becomes subtract minus, this becomes plus. So it comes as minus 15 r is equal to plus 30, implies r is equal to minus 2. When r is equal to minus 2, I will substitute in the second equation. So p plus 4r is equal to minus 10, implies p is equal to minus 10. This, when it goes to this side, it becomes minus 4 into minus 2. Again a minus 2. Therefore, p is equal to minus 2, comma r is also equal to minus 2. So my option B will be my correct answer. So the circumference of a circle is 100 centimeter. The side of a square inscribed in the circle is. So we need to draw first a circle. We know the circumference. So circumference means what? When we take the formula, it is the boundary. So 2 pi r, that is equal to 100 centimeter. The side of a square inscribed in this circle. So there is this square which is going to be inscribed inside the circle. This will be my diagonal as well as the center of the radius, diameter of the circle. So if I take this point, we know the angles in a square is 90 degree. So if this is 90 degree, we know this will be r and this will also be r. So here we have a right angled triangle whose hypotenuse we know, from that we can find the side. So let us take this as A, B and C. So first we need to find r. So we will find r. R will be then 2r, because I need AC is 2r. So 2r is equal to 100 by pi. So this is the diameter, which is the 2r. So as a result, if we take in triangle ABC, we have the diagonal to be 2r. So AC square is equal to AB square plus of BC square. Now both the sides are equal, so it comes to AB square. So as a 2i's of AB square. So now I will substitute instead of AC 2r the whole square. So 2r is nothing but 100 by pi the whole square is equal to 2ab the whole square. So what will happen if I take square on all the sides? We have 100 by pi is equal to root 2 of ab. So ab becomes 100 by pi root 2, which I will rationalize the denominator and make it into root 2 into root 2. So 100 into root 2 by 2 into pi, which comes as 50 root 2 by pi centimeter. So this comes as, we can see that the option C is the correct answer. So the number of solutions of 3 power x plus y is equal to 243 and 243 power x minus y is equal to 3 is. Now first of all, we can see that the variables are in the power, and we will first, there is a 3 power something, so we will see whether this is also 3 power something. We will change it into an exponent form. So 343 we can see is 343 when prime factorized gives, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 power 5 is 243. So 3 power x plus y is equal to 3 power 5, which implies since the bases are the same, the powers will be the same. So which means that x plus y is equal to 5. Similarly, here again 3 power 5 into a 5x minus y is equal to 3 power 1, which implies 5x minus 5y is equal to 1. Now when we see, they have asked how many number of solutions are there. Either we can find the number of solutions, or we can directly see by finding a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. When we take a1 by a2, it comes as 1 by 5. When we take b1 by b2, it comes as 1 by minus 5, where a1 and a2 are the coefficients of x in both the equations, and then y is b1 and b2. So here 1 by 5, here 1 by minus 5. We can see that these two are not equal, which means this system will have a unique solution. That means only one solution. So it means my option B is the correct answer.